Okay, sorry about that. I had a phone call. Alright, now then, anyways, Nora gets mad at Peter because Faye ranked on first, but hey, he emailed it to his entire friend list, so alphabetically, yeah. And then Peter Parker's happy that Peter Parker's the one from Osborn's Fall, not Spidey. Okay, Dark Reign, Amazing Spider-Man, I enjoyed it. It was just funny and also great how Peter was able to put a dent in Osborn's armor. Alright, next up from DC. First of all, after months, The Flash, Rebirth number 5. And alright, and in case you haven't noticed though, Jeff Johns won the Spike TV Best Comic Book Writer Award, which I think he deserves. And this is a nice cover homage to Flash 123. If you look here, you can see Jay Garrick took it out. And alright, Flash Rebirth number 5, I loved it. It was good. I mean, there's action, Max Mercury, Kid Flash, Jay Garrick, Wally West, Barry Allen, all going up against Zoom. Oh yeah, and also since Wally's twins are still being affected by the Speed Force, Iris decides to take Jay's connection with her, so she'd be the only one to suffer. And then she takes it, she dies, but then Liberty Bell, aka Jesse Quick, shows up. He uses the speed formula on her, and now it's revealed. And now they both have access to super speed. I don't know what this means for Jay. Wally's son, but I hope he still has some powers. And then eventually, and now we get the school action shot where we get Wally's new uniform, Iris has a new uniform, and Liberty Bell is back to Jesse Quick. I have to say though, Wally's costume is great. It's just like how he looked in the Justice League cartoon series. And also, Iris is now going under the name Impulse. And Barry starts fighting Zoom again, and it's revealed that Zoom actually traveled back in time several times. He made Barry break his arm as a kid, burnt down his first house in Fallville, which is how they moved to Central City. He made his dog, he opened the door, let his dog run away, and then get hit by a car. But the really low thing was just, he was the one who killed Barry's mom. That was just sick. This guy's like the ultimate villain right here. He's at Sinestro. I always knew Zoom was the primary enemy of the Flash, but he's the Joker to his Batman, the Lex Luthor to his Superman, the Sinestro to his Green Lantern. It's just, wow, this really happened. And now Zoom says that he's going to go off and kill Iris before he and Barry started dating. And it's when Iris went to go get Barry the red bow tie back in Flash Rebirth number 2 or 3. Alright, again, Flash Rebirth, I loved it. This is good. Pick it up. Jeff Johns, you deserve this award. And alright, now for the Blackest Night titles. First of all, I bought Outsiders 24 for the Star Sapphire ring. Okay, no, I'm a dude, and it's kind of weird, but okay. Here's the oath. For hearts long lost and full of fright, for those alone in blackest night, accept our ring and join our fight. Love conquers all with violet light. Okay, the Star Sapphire rings were formed because, well, the Zamoranians thought they would be better control over the Zamoranians thought that this would be better control over, the people who are in control of the rings, because the gem made Carol Ferris a little crazy and just have dual personality and whatnot. But yeah, they made the rings so that the Star Sapphires would have better control, and now there's more of them. Alright, and didn't read this, so, if you read Outsiders, just let me know if you liked it or not. Alright, our Blackest Night comic is Adventure Comics number 4, again, written by Jeff Johns. You'll notice this little sticker by it. It's not really a sticker, it's printed on it. And Adventure Comics starring Superboy, Prime, and our co-feature with the Legion of Superheroes. Alright, with Adventure Comics, though, you get the Blue Ring. And their oath is, in fearful day, in raging night, with strong hearts full, our souls ignite. When all seems lost in the war of light, Look to the stars, for hope burns bright. Alright. Alright, now then, Adventure Comics. Again, I was going to get this one even if it didn't have the ring. Okay, Adventure Comics, we get Prime opening up, reading the book. Then he starts freaking out over what happens and runs off. Then we get a little recap about Alexander Luthor. It says memory download and about how he helped Prime, and then how he died, and it says memory download complete. Then we have Alexander Luthor rise up from the grave. He takes a bunch of the empty black rings and teleports. Then we cut to the Legion of Superheroes of Earth Prime, and they're starting to, and Brainiac 5 mentions he's excavating San Diego area, and he's found a copy of Final Crisis Legion at 3 Worlds #4. Wow. That'll go nice on eBay. And then Lightning Glass mentions that time's been altered, someone's breached the multiverse, and Prime is under house arrest, but he just walked out the front door. And Prime runs up to his parents and tells them to drive him away, drive him to the comic book store. So they start to freak out, drive him, and then he's looking at a picture of him and Lori, and then his dad asks him not to hurt his mom and dad, and he says, "Hurt, but you're my parents." And then and then his mom asks about what he did to Lori, and she says it's because he didn't like her anymore. He asks, "Do you still like me, Mom?" And she says she's afraid of him. It's kind of nice to see that he has some shred of humanity and that he doesn't want to hurt his parents, though. And then he tells, and this is just stupid, he says, "Shut up, Dad," and then, "I love you, Mom," and then walks off. His dad's defending him, and then his mom tells his dad to drive, but even if they did, Prime would find them. And then Prime starts, Clark, I guess Clark we'll call him, and then he starts looking around for Adventure Comics #5, asking when it comes out. They said, and the guy says, "Not till next month. Just check the internet for spoilers or something." He starts searching the internet, and we see his eyes twinkle a bit, and Alexander Luthor shows up. And then he uses his powers, saying that Prime was weak. Prime was stripped and weak, and now Superboy Prime is back with armor and everything. And he attacks Alex. Alex is sensing rage from Prime, and then eventually he's able to. And then eventually he attacks Prime. He saves his parents though, which is still nice. Then he has to shred it from dignity, and then Prime starts to get fed by Kryptonite, then Red Sunbeam, and then we get a bunch of dead characters who Prime obviously killed. We've got, I don't know, a bunch of guys Prime probably killed in Infinite Crisis or whenever. I mean, I see we have the Sunboy, and I think Element Lad's in there somewhere. Yeah, I think that's probably Element Lad. And then Alex says, "Spoiler alert, Superboy Prime dies next issue," and then it cuts off there. Then we got the Legion co-feature where it's stated that Brock's condition is that he's starting to deteriorate. And Dawnstar and Wildfire go and help him, and then they go to the Sorcerer's World to speak to the Black Witch. And, oh yeah, here's a nice little cameo where we've got some magical DC heroes all held up against the wall. We've got Raven, Alan Scott, Zatanna, Blue Devil, I think that's Red Devil, and yeah, no idea, it's a Green Lantern, but can't quite remember. And then Black Witch offers to help. And then Misa offers to help Locke, and then she heals him, and they decide to stay here to stay on the Sorcerer, and Locke promises to stand by her side. Then Dawn and Wildfire go off, and they're flying, and, you know, it's just a little nice look into future relationships. Okay, Adventure Comics #4, I enjoyed it. It was funny to see Prime trying to figure out when the next issue comes out, and then going on the internet and stuff. But, yeah. Good to know we have some humanity in this guy. Alright, and again, these two, they were very good. They exceeded my expectations. I really loved them. This was, although between the two of them, I probably would have gone with Flash Rebirth. This blew my mind. Okay, so again, these are all the things I read. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, Flash, Adventure. Yeah, pick them up. They're all good. I really enjoyed each of them. So, okay, Spider-Man 1991 saying, see you later.